Hey everybody. Mute. 1 second here. Hey everybody, it's Chris. Oops. All right, how's it going? Welcome to the Wednesday Night Live. It's Chris here, and yeah. Wednesday night, we got a few announcements. Actually, we only have one. How's everyone doing today? It's really warm here for upstate New York. Being so cold lately, it was almost 70 degrees today. In fact, I never even had to put my coat on once when I went outside. It's nice hoodie weather. Perfect weather. All right, so today's Wednesday. I uploaded a new video today on the Vegan Zombie channel. If you guys didn't see that, head over there afterwards and check it out. It's a longer video than I normally post. It's like half an hour long or something like that, 32 minutes, 21 seconds. Basically just responding to a video that someone brought to my attention that somebody did about me. So, you know, it was fun just going over reading comments that people left about me and stuff and just replying to it. There's a lot of anti-vegans out there. I've been talking about the movie night that we're gonna do over on Discord. So for those of you that are that follow me over on my Patreon, let me just make sure that this is so. If you follow me on Patreon, support me on Patreon in the $5 tier or more, or you're a follower over on my Twitch, you have special access to subscribers only chat room, and we're going to be doing movie nights where we pick a movie and we get in the chat room and we watch a movie, and I might commentate over it, and we'll try to do that. I think the movie that I'm looking at a few different movies, but I'm thinking of the first movie that I'm going to do to keep up the zombie theme of the channel. I think I might go with I Am Legend, and we'll start off with that one right there just to see how it goes. I have some other ideas too. Maybe we're gonna go revisit season 1 of The Walking Dead, since I haven't watched it since it came out about 10 years ago, and some of you haven't seen it yet. So that would be another good one where we could watch maybe 1 or 2 episodes per week and kind of talk about it. Season 1, remember season 1. And then, but you know, don't worry if you're not into horror movies and stuff. I want to pick some 80s movies, and I'm sure at some point we'll be doing my favorite movie, E.T. I have a lot to say about that one, but I don't want to do that one first. I want to have a lot ready for that one. So also I'm working on a video that I'm editing. It's going to be a while because it's over 2 hours long, E.T. themed and stuff like that. So when that is done, maybe I'll coincide it with movie night over there. The other thing is, if you're not a follower of mine on Patreon, and you're not a subscriber over on Twitch, but maybe you have Amazon Prime, that if you have Amazon Prime, you get a free subscription to any Twitch channel. One subscription every month you can do for free. Free cost to you. It still subscribes to my channel, and then that would get you in the subscribers only channel for free. On your part, you just have to pay for your Amazon Prime. It doesn't have anything extra for you. So that supports my channel, and it'll get you in the movie night. So we're gonna do that tomorrow night. I think we'll start tomorrow night around, what time is it now? Let's start tomorrow night around. We'll do it around 7 o'clock. I'll put a notification here in the Discord channel Discord. My Discord channel is in my video description. Everybody can go over there. Everybody can follow my Discord channel. Basically, that is it right up there. It shows the zombie bot right here shows my video that I just posted here. So everybody knows whenever I post something, it automatically goes to there. So I don't personally have to go and do it. It'll just automatically update. And of course, we have all these different channels, but there will be the subscribers only channel. If you are a subscriber and you link your Twitch account to your Discord account, you'll have access to that channel if you are a subscriber. Other than that, we have a little community going on in there. When I do my Twitch streams, we talk about it in there, and I chat with other people that I'm playing with on the Twitch stream. So that's that. Any questions? Did everybody ever watch the video that I posted today? Did anybody have any questions about that? Have I ever been to Herbivorous Butcher in Minneapolis? They're opening a new fried chicken restaurant called Herbie Butcher? Yes. Yes, I'm actually friends with Cal and Aubrey, the owners of that. I've been there a few times. I have a couple videos of me at the Herbivorous Butcher, and I've seen them throughout, even at different veg fests and stuff like that. So, that's awesome. Yeah, I see the vegan butcher shops start to open up all over the place. And I have a friend that he's been in some of my videos too. He's been asking me that we should start our own vegan butcher shop here in the Syracuse area sometime. I think that would be a great idea too. You'll probably jump in mid-movie. Yeah, you're free to jump in. It's again, I will be talking throughout the movie. That's not normally how I like to watch movies, when somebody's talking, but again, if I was just putting on a movie, then like what's the sense of coming to my chat to watch it? You would be better off just putting the movie up on your own thing. So I'll do a little bit of commentary. We'll have a little chat room going so you guys can chat. We can talk about different things, and then when it's over with, we can have a little recap. It'll be fun, and then we can talk about what other movies we want to watch, stuff like that. I think it'll be fun little movie night. And I have access to Amazon, Netflix, Hulu, and Disney, HBO Go. Those are the ones I have access to, if I can remember the passwords. And I promised you I was going to make jerky. I pulled out the dehydrator a couple of weeks ago. I've been making different things, some nice crackers and stuff like that. But I promised you I was going to make that jerky for you. So that video will be coming soon too. Those soy curls. It's going to be good stuff. I think the makers probably won't like that I do videos like this, but hey. They did. They were on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. I remember that. Oh, for sure, Linda. Yeah, if I will be pausing the movie if I'm going to talk. I'm not going to try to talk over the movie. So if there's something important that I really want to talk about, I'll pause it real quick. I'll say my piece, and then we'll keep going. Because we don't want to drag the movie on, an hour and a half movie to be. I'm going to try to pick movies also that are like an hour and a half ish or less. Because I know not everybody has time to sit there for like really, really, really long movies. So, and I think a series like The Walking Dead would be good because they're like 45 minutes, something like that. We could watch maybe 1 or 2 episodes per week. And we can talk and recap about that. And I don't like where The Walking Dead ended up, but I like where it started. I like the first few seasons. So, if we try that, I think season 1 is pretty solid. and I wouldn't mind watching it again. I haven't seen it since the beginning, so I wouldn't mind watching that again. Maybe even all the way up to season 3 or 4 if everybody seems to like that. But there's other movies that I want to get in there too. So Sparrow vegan cheese spreads. I don't think so. I don't think I've tried those. I'd have to look them up though, just to make sure. There's a lot. Usually I'm ahead of the game because of the expos that I go to, but not being able to go to an expo for the past year and a half has really dampened like all of my take on all the newest vegan products. I'm finding them pretty much as everybody else is finding them, with the exception of some companies sending me some stuff earlier in the game, but not everybody does that anymore. So yeah, I don't know. I was at Trader Joe's yesterday. Not too much new that I saw there. There was a guy in there with not wearing a shirt. That was pretty memorable. What else? Wegmans has some new Ben and Jerry's that I've been posting on my Instagram account in the last few days. They finally have that. I did talk to Good Planet. Good Planet still is, partnering up with me, and the Wegmans around me took away all the vegan cheese except for their brand. Wegmans has their brand. I know I've talked about this already, but I tried their slices, their single slices. They're awful. Like literally, when we've got to the point that we are with veganism now, and cheese is one of the big things for people that go vegan, I feel like they've gone back 10, 15 years by bringing out this new cheese that they have. And then they have the shreds. So I used the shreds last night, and I've been seeing people, because Wegmans will make vegan pizza now in their pizza shop. And they used to use the Good Planet cheese, and now they're using their own brand cheese, and it melts to the point of like soup. It just gets messy all over the place. It just doesn't even stay on the pizza. Well, I made some pizza last night and I used some of that cheese, and it like melted to the point where I couldn't even see it. It looked like I just had like a tomato pie with just sauce. So I know a lot of people are complaining about this, and I really urge Wegmans to either bring back the other cheese or reformulate their cheese, because it doesn't work. Whoever gave the go ahead on this probably is not vegan. And I know they're getting a lot of complaints about it, because I see it in the my local vegan pages on Facebook. But yeah, I feel like they went retrograde. They went back in time as far as the quality of cheese, and they literally took away. They took away all the Dea, they took away the Good Planet, and they took away. They still have Miyoko's, and I think they still have like Follow Your Heart singles. And at the big Wegmans, which is like 25 minute drive from where I am now, maybe a little bit less if it's later at night, they still have the Good Planet and stuff. But the way I live less than a mile from one of the Wegmans, and then there's like 3 more Wegmans within my vicinity, and they basically took them out of all of those locations. So I'm talking to Good Planet. They're going to put a word in and see if they can get them back. And everybody's complaining to Wegmans right now because of what happened there. They need to reformulate that cheese, or just get it out of there, because it doesn't belong. I don't like it when we finally have a good solid product and they take it away, because think about it. If somebody's like that's a big thing when somebody's trying to go vegan, and they're like, somebody might be excited, like, oh, I committed to it. I'm going to try to go vegan, and I'm going to try it this week. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to make some of my pizza or whatever. I'm going to buy some cheese. I'm going to go to Wegmans, going to grab it. Oh, this stuff is awful. Oh, I can't do this. Boom, we just lost a vegan. Potential veg. And I used to be pretty critical on some of the other vegan cheese brands, but nowadays we know that they have good vegan cheese. So why are they taking them away? Conspiracy talk. Vegan conspiracy talk with the vegan zombie. It's a plot. It's a plot to disarm the vegans and take away our cheese. No, I did not hear that Chipotle and Elf, the vegan makeup brand, did a collaboration. Makeup and food. How would that work? Doesn't sound too tasty. Chow is one of the best. Chow is definitely one of the best. But then again, if you didn't hear me say it a million other times, Violife. Violife is the company that makes all of those. Violife makes obviously Violife. They make Chow. They make Follow Your Heart, and they make Good Planet. The only thing different, they make the base for all of those cheeses. The only thing different between each of those cheeses, which makes them unique, is the proprietary blend of flavors that goes in them. But the melt, the texture, all of that is Violife. So, Violife. You want to get locked in Trader Joe's? That's just a random weird comment. I like it. I like that comment. What did I get? I got some fresh New York style pickles from Trader Joe's last night, and I've already gone through almost all of them. But what I did was I also got those seedless peppers, and I cut up, chop, 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 and then I took the rest of the pickles, chop, 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 and I took it all, and I just put it all back in the pickle juice, and they're marinating right now, and oh man, it's so good. Ripple has new milk for kids. Okay, I'll just say I never liked Ripple. I gave it so many tries. I wanted to like it. I don't like Ripple. Not to mention, whenever I look at it, it looks like it says nipple. But I've never liked Ripple. I've tried it so many times. Not my thing. My niece loves, loves, loves Ripple chocolate milk. I mean, that's her thing. And I told my brother, I'm like, you gotta get her the Oatly chocolate milk. It's the best I've ever had. And he's like, she only wants the Ripple. I'm like, okay. Smoked chili eyeliner. Yeah, that sounds smoky. Day of jalapeno Havarti block today. Oh, I haven't had that in so long. Wow. Daniel, you know what? The original Daya, it just wasn't that good. But their new cutting board shreds, I got to say, when you melt that on a pizza, it's not bad. I don't like a ton of it where it's all gooey, but sprinkle a little bit on there. You know, it's pretty good. I like the new Daya. A lot of people don't. But then again, I think a lot of people are thinking of the original Daya. You got to get that new cutting board shreds, which isn't exactly new anymore. It's a couple years old, but they still sell both of them. One has to go sports cars or muscle cars. Lola, I would say sports cars. You can't get rid of muscle cars. They've been around for so long. Um, my buddy had a Chevelle, a nice one that went really fast, and I drove it from Niagara Falls home one night while he was sleeping in the back with his girlfriend. That thing went fast. I don't know. Was that the right answer? What would you pick? Holly, yeah, seriously. That's every time I see that brand, that's the first thing I think. But your husband asked you if you were drinking nipple the first time you bought it. Yeah, it's what it looks like to me. I can't unsee it either. It's weird. It's like, did they try to do that? I said that to him once too when I saw them at the expo. They just kind of laughed at me like, get out of here, man. Go. Seriously, go. Go. Go over to the Chipotle Elf section. My nose itches. You need to go feed the dog and make chocolate chip cookies. That's not, I just fed the dogs and let them out before I came up here, but I forgot the chocolate chip cookie part. But that sounds good. You're going to blast my voice through the house, Rosemary. Feed them dogs. You still like the Silk brand for the chocolate milk? I'm not a big fan of the Silk brand except for the very vanilla, which they got rid of. They didn't get rid of it because I have seen it, but it's very, very, very hard for me to find it around anywhere around here. I've only seen it one place, and that was not even a place that consistently carries it. Did I ever name a car or get emotionally attached to a car? No, but when I guess it meant something when I moved to Florida when I was 19. I saved up I had nothing when I moved down there. I was pretty poor, and I got a job, and I walked to the job every day, and then once I got a couple paychecks, I bought a $10 10-speed from Goodwill. Brakes didn't even work on it. And then I rode the bike to work, got a few more paychecks, and then the neighbors across the street were selling a car, which was a why can't I think of the name of it? It was a 1980, not a Datsun or it was like a Datsun, but what was the other one that's like that? Who knows cars? This little gold, and it was like a really cheap car. Like we talked them down to like $600, and for a 1980 car, it had power windows. It was like the first. It had like a little turbocharge in there, and I liked that car when I could probably never drive it now because it was so little. But what was it? Nissan, Datsun? I don't remember. If somebody knows cars, maybe you know what I'm talking about. Not a Mirage. I do have a picture of it somewhere. It's a very horrible picture. Maybe I can find it while we're talking. Probably not, but maybe. I might be able to. I think I know where it is in my archives of thousands and thousands of pictures. Let's just go over here, go over there, go to there. I'm going to try to bring it up. It was nope, not a Stanza. Maybe, was it a Datsun? I just don't. It was a 280Z, a 280Z, not a 280, not 240, 280Z. It was because I used to go, it's a Z. Somebody's got to know this better than me. All right, I just got to go to old Florida pictures. Old Florida. Florida starts with an F. Florida old, right here. Oh, here's a muscle car too. This was my friend's muscle car. Let me just bring that over here. And for the muscle car, Lola wanted to see that. Bam! It's hard to see it right there. Anyway, that's kind of. Oh, and there's one of the cars in the background. This is where I lived when there was a tornado that came through the house. But anyway, that was the Impala, I think. Datsun 280Z, that might be it. But I feel like it was not a Datsun. But maybe it was. Maybe you're right there. Anyway, we're coming closer to it. I think it's got to be here somewhere. Here it is right here. It's a very bad picture. This picture is from 1996. It's a 280Z. I don't know the name of it, though. It's a horrible, horrible picture. Can you even see it? I can try to blow it up. Remember, the cameras were not as good back then. And the pixels are just horrible, horrible, horrible. But there it is right there. If anybody can tell me what it is. I don't know. Was it? I don't think it was a Datsun, though. I think it was something like after the Datsun or before the Datsun. It's 1980 280Z. That was my car looking off of the balcony in Sarasota, Florida. Horrible picture. But that was it. Any other pictures worth showing you guys while we're here? Probably not. Nope. If anybody knows what that is, let me know. Yeah, that's about all I can do right now for the car. I think that's the only. I think I have videos of it somewhere, but not available right now. Was it 4? I think so. It had a turbocharge. What was the other thing that was like a Datsun? It was a Nissan, Datsun. Is there another thing that sounds like Datsun but not Datsun? Like, I don't know why I can't remember. But anyway, that's probably the only car that really. I mean, I was proud of that car. I remember driving that car. I was driving that car. It was nighttime. And no, I probably wouldn't move back to Sarasota. And there was a spider like coming down like right by where I was. And I was freaking out because I thought it was a brown recluse. It might have been a brown recluse. I didn't know, but it was coming down. My buddy was in the other seat. And I'm like, ah! I opened the door as I was driving, just going, ah! And he's looking at me laughing. And it just was a chaotic moment. Nissan took over Datsun. So a Nissan 280Z, maybe that's what it was. I don't think it was exactly a Datsun. It was 1980. That's my car. It was gold. I liked it. Whatever happened to it, I don't remember. I think I sold it for like $100 on a PlayStation. One has to go. Mohawks, mullets, or mullets have to go. Because I kind of got a man bun going right now, so I can't say that's got to go. The mullet has to go. The mullets did their thing back in the 90s, but now they got to go. You had a 93 Acura with a hornet's nest in the wheel? It looks like a Datsun to me. I'll have to figure out what it was, but I feel like it definitely wasn't a Datsun. You know, while we're waiting, I could probably ask my buddy. My buddy would know. He's the one that I was with when I bought it, and he's like a Harley guy. He has like a Harley auto place in Maui. I'll send him a picture of this and I'll say, what was my car? And then if he he's like 5 hours behind us though because he's in Hawaii, so maybe he'll respond, maybe he won't. But if he does, we'll figure it out right here on the stream. Here we go. Let me. Okay. I hope I just said that right. I'm not a car guy, as you guys can know or figure out. Your son brought home a Toyota truck skeleton to part out a week ago. And lo and behold, wasp nest. Gotcha. I ended up getting some. I shouldn't have done it, but I bought this fast. It was like a Bronco. I don't know that one of the dude that sold it to me like totally gutted out, and he made it like. I don't know what any of these terms mean, but at the time I was like, oh, that sounds cool. I had like a shift kit in it, and it was like extra fast. It was low to the ground. And I mean, he even said, you probably shouldn't buy this if you don't know cars. And I'm like, oh, no, I'm good. And I bought it, and I didn't know cars, and it was fast, but I didn't keep it that long. Nissan 280Z. That sounds more like it. You're right. The mullet does stop you from getting sunburn on your neck, but so does having long hair. That stops me from. I actually utilize that. Wow, when I was at the Eat Drink Vegan a few years ago, it was like 94 degrees out, and there was no shade, and I had to wear a hoodie. It was so bad. I was at the Rose Bowl, which is pretty much the desert, and the sun was just coming down so bad that I put my hat on and I had my hair going down so it wouldn't sunburn my neck, and I put my hoodie on to cover my arms, and I was so hot, but I get really bad sunburn. I had to do, there's a video of it. There's a video for everything I've done pretty much all my life. Shift kit, a shift kit and a skid plate. It refers to an automatic transmission. Okay. I think he tinkered with it and did something though to make it extra fast. We're all talking about Wasp. Should we play the band Wasp? Does anybody know any songs by the band Wasp? Buns. But then we don't know what kind of buns we're talking about. We could talk about hot cross buns, cinnamon buns. Anaconda don't want none unless he got buns, hon. You know, so many different kind of buns. Do I use a bike in the winter? No. I saw a kid riding a bike last night in the snow, 2 nights ago in the snow. So it's so weird. 2 nights ago there's snowstorm. Today almost 70 degrees. It was literally 67. It went up to 67 today, I believe. It was warm. '64, close enough. We gotta listen. I was singing Sir Mix-a-Lot the other day in the kitchen, but I was singing the Buttermilk Biscuits. Does anybody remember that song? Swass? Buttermilk Biscuits, here we go. Sift the flour, roll the dough, stomp your feet, and move your butt to the funky beat. They're good. Yeah, I think I was in like sixth grade, seventh grade. I was into all the hair metal bands, and then all of a sudden this band came out, and they were like, "Oh, hanging tough," and I was like, "Who are these guys?" And then all of a sudden he was in the Sixth Sense. You didn't listen. I was like, "That is Donnie. Oh my God." We're doing a total throwback, aren't we? Do I like Iron Maiden? I like some of Iron Maiden. I remember I like the song Wasted Years. Seventh Son of a. I had like the posters of Eddie. I think I still have them somewhere in the attic of my parents' house. From the coast of Gaul, across the seven seas, far and wide. I can't play the music because then the video will get like. So I gotta sing it, and I'm horrible. So we're just going by memory from back in the day. Does anybody remember that Buttermilk Biscuit song other than me that I sang? Yeah, Wasted Years. That was a good. That was my favorite song by them. Actually, it's on my iPod. Yeah, I got an iPod from like 2004 or something, and it's like forever got all my 2004 music on it with some retro on it, and I just haven't updated it in like 15 years. You do remember the Buttermilk Biscuit song. Cool. I don't know many people that know that song. It was a funny song. I mean, oh, he wrote back to me. That's not what it was. Mazzola? What the heck is Mazzola? Camp Anawana? I don't remember that. Your dad came home one time and opened your bedroom door and said he heard some really loud music. Well, my dad caught not even me, my little brother, and this is when I don't even know how old he was. He had to have been real, I mean, 9, maybe 10. And he got caught with NWA. So that was like, we were laughing our heads off at the lyrics that we were hearing for the first time as youngins. No, not a Maserati. He didn't say Maserati. He said Mazzola, Mazzola, but I don't think that's right. I don't know. Maybe I can find an old video of me talking about it being in the car. Yeah, I mean, oh, what did he say? Okay, I thought it was a Mazzola. No, it wasn't a Mazzola. I'm surprised he doesn't remember. He's a car guy. He's the guy that had the Chevelle. You guys want to hear funny stories? Okay, so, well, even if you don't want to hear them, so when I moved to Florida, so I had, so I met so many different people down there, and some of my friends, I've got old videos of all of us too. It's just, yeah, this is back like when I was at the age where I would do things that I would never do now. But anyway, so let's see. One of my friends. So here's a story. So one of my friends had like a black Beetle Volkswagen Bug, and we would always listen to the Beach Boys. And the reason why was because the cassette tape was stuck, and he couldn't take it out, and he couldn't turn it off. So every time he would turn the car on, the Beach Boys would come on. And we lived in Sarasota, and we would, drive his car, and he'd always say, it's impossible to tip this car. We go around in circles, and he'd go like this, and he just would, and we're like, he's like actually trying to tip the car. He couldn't tip it. And for whatever reason, it was me and him and another kid and another one of our friends that actually moved down there around the same time I did from up here in Syracuse. And for whatever reason, he had this like knife on his leg. It was like a diving knife, but he had this huge knife wrapped around his leg for like security, safety, whatever. And it was nighttime. We were driving. We weren't doing anything wrong. We were just, as far as I can remember, we were just driving. We got pulled over by the cops, and this was like, the cops didn't come to our car to like, hey, license, registration. They had their spotlights on us, and they had their guns drawn, and they were on the loudspeaker saying, driver, put your hands out the window, slowly come out of the car. This is 1995 or 1996. So he comes out of the car and he walks back and they detain him. And then they tell the passenger to do the same thing. And then they walk up to me and the other kid in the car. And then they start looking around the car. They start talking to us. It was a BS reason for why they pulled us over in the first place. They had no real reason. They just said there was, stuff going on, and, they were talking to us about did we have any illegal drugs or anything? I'm like, oh no, I'm straight edge. I don't do drugs. And then he sees my friend's knife on his leg, and instead of saying oh, I'm carrying that for safety, he makes up this story that is totally not credible. And he's like, why do you have this knife on your leg? And he's like, oh, I just moved down here from Syracuse and I heard there's a lot of sharks down here and I just didn't want to get... He's telling the cops that he's wearing it because he heard about there's sharks in Sarasota, because it's near the ocean. And the cop didn't, he just let him go. He didn't say anything. He didn't confiscate it. He just don't do anything stupid with it. Likely story, Anyway, yeah. So we got pulled out of the car at gunpoint, and that was one of the stories that happened in Florida. Then there was this other buddy of ours named JP, and he, first of all, the way he talked was just funny. I'll try to imitate him, but he had this really crappy station wagon that literally had a 2x4 for a bumper. I think I have a video of it somewhere. I do have a video of it somewhere. And he would pack as many of our friends in this car as possible. And then he would drive probably the opposite of most kids that are that age would drive really fast. He drove as slow as possible. Literally as slow. People were just passing us and beeping. And he'd be like, oh shit, they can go around us. That's how he talked. And he would go as slow as he possibly could. And we would be it was almost comedic because he would just from one stoplight to the next, just kind of roll. But then other times, and I don't condone this, but he would go around and start hitting people's garbage cans. Boom, boom, hitting garbage cans. Even going a little bit in their yard and running over trees and stuff, little saplings. And this is what happened to him for doing that. He went over a sapling that was being held up by two stakes and string or rope attached to this. He ran over it, and one of those stakes went up into the car and punctured his radiator hose and, incapacitated his car. And, when he finally figured out what happened, when he opened the trunk and he looked at it and his car was basically staked like a vampire, instead of saying being all mad about it, he goes, oh, I guess it serves me right. That's what he said. And it just was, looking back on this, it was just pretty hilarious and pretty stupid at the same time. But I don't know, that's just another story of stuff that I might even have some footage of it. Anyway, that was a very long time ago. I don't condone that. Don't do it. So this wasn't the Volkswagen car. This was a station wagon. The Volkswagen was the Beach Boys one. This is a different kid, different driver, two different stories. So yeah. I don't know. I mean, I could keep telling stories all night, but I don't know what else you guys want to hear. These are stories from a very long time ago. So many stories from Florida. So many. And I was the one that took video footage of everything. I documented everything. So Now, I bet everybody wishes they had, like, Chris, why are you filming everything? Oh, yeah. Why did I ride around with crazy kids? I don't know. Why not? These are things that I did, experiences that I made. Like I said, I was very sheltered and naive before I moved to Florida. I kind of grew up. These were things I never experienced before. I did all kinds of things when I went to Florida. I kind of grew up fast when I went to Florida. When I came home, I was a different person. No, no, somebody else said that to me. The interview with Drew Barrymore with Stephen King. Wasn't it her birthday? I didn't see that. Oh, the other thing that we did with the same group of friends is they bought a watermelon and we went to the top of a parking garage and we took a video of throwing the watermelon off to watch it splatter everywhere. And they threw it off and it landed in a fountain and bounced out and landed and didn't break at all. Like from way up, very high parking garage, the whole point was to make a splat and it didn't even break. So that was kind of funny. What about Florida changed me? I grew up, I learned to be street smart. I saw some really bad things down there. I grew up pretty fast and yeah, probably a lot of things I really can't talk about on this live stream. But yeah, Florida, the first time I moved to Florida, yeah, that really impacted me and changed me there, right there. The second time I moved to Florida was completely different. I went to a different part of Florida. I went to Gainesville, and I went to college there. So that was completely different. All I did was go to school, and when I wasn't in school, I was addicted to EverQuest. I was playing EverQuest or going to school, one or the two. Eating prasadam, Hare Krishna food at school on Wednesdays. Yeah. True story. Also, for those of you who know the vegan black metal chef Brian, uh, I did not know this. He did not know this, but he was also going to University of Florida the same time I was. We were at the same school at the same exact time, and we didn't know each other. So our paths probably crossed earlier on back in 2000, but we finally met each other in person probably, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 years ago on a vegan cruise line. What's up, Mushroom Hunter? No, I never lived on the east coast of Florida. The first time I had ever stepped foot in Florida, I was over on the east coast. I was over in Orlando, Jacksonville area, and then I ended up. I've got videos of that too. That was, and I still remember a specific time. So I think it was March of '95. It was when Easy E died. I remember that. It was on the news. I think that was March of 1995. Um, we went down there, just a couple friends of mine and me, and my friend had grandparents that lived down there, so we stayed at his grandparents' house. It was a very boring trip, to be honest, but it was my first time in Florida. Very hot. I got probably the worst sunburn ever. There's also a video of me with the worst sunburn ever. Um, I'm trying to just look something up real quick. I think it was. Yes, it was. It was March 1995. See, I got a good memory. I just plugged it into when Easy E died. I knew he died in March of 1995. That's when we were there. And I couldn't believe it because I was a fan of NWA and Easy Does It back then as a youngin'. Yeah, Jacksonville's a little north. Orlando. No. Hold on. I got that mixed up. It wasn't Orlando. It was Daytona Beach. Daytona Beach was the first place I went to when I went down there in March. It was that area. Daytona Beach was where I got a really bad sunburn, not Orlando. I got those mixed up. Orlando's more in the middle. You went to the rival school, FSU? Yeah, I was UF. Definitely crazy down there when I lived there for sure. What's my best piece of a relationship advice? Man, you probably don't want to be asking me that kind of stuff, but I would say don't don't be don't don't let jealousy consume you in a relationship because it's not good. Don't do it. You lived in Florida for years, but you got the worst sunburn in Chicago and Ohio. Do I think I'll stay in New York permanently? I don't know because I tried to make the shift to go out to move out to California a few years ago, as a lot of you already know. I really wanted to do that, and I don't really know because this is home to me, and I don't mind this being home, and then I can travel wherever I want to go, and you know my job is pretty cool because I can do it remotely from pretty much anywhere. So when I do travel, like I can make a lot of content usually when I'm traveling. It's actually more inspirational when I'm doing it here all the time. I'm like constantly trying to find. It's like harder to find stuff to make videos on. Whereas when I travel, it's everything's new. So I like that I can travel, go wherever I want, and then come back to my home here. So I don't know, and my family and everything is here, and I don't. Time is a very precious thing, and you never know when your time's running out. Whatever. I like that I'm close to my family, and I can see them whenever. So if I didn't have family, that'd be probably a different story, and I'd probably be moving around all over the place. But Carla, I'm sorry that you're laying in bed in pain. I hope you feel better. Pain is no good. Well, Linda's impressed with my answer. Did Indy see the interview with Major? No, no. I don't have any kind of cable TV or anything like that. So if that's where it was, nope. What are you doing? He's like making. I'm trying to ignore it just because when I look down, they jump all over me, and then that's the end of the stream. But he's doing something down there. He's playing with his toy, like right under me, like right there, right there. Well, I think I've gone through most of the questions here that I could get to. Should we wrap it up, or do we want to keep going? I don't really. I got most of my work. I got the video out today. We got a movie plan for tomorrow night. So I got my to-do list done for the day. So I mean, I can keep going if you guys want to keep talking. Am I dealing with any allergy issues right now? Thankfully I've never had any allergies, but usually my brother has allergies, and I think my mom sometimes too. But no, I'm not dealing with any allergies up here. It literally just got warm out today. All right, Julie, have fun at class. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Murder trivia. I don't have it set up for tonight. We had a problem doing it last time. My movie will be filmed in this area here, and possibly a sanctuary down in New Jersey. As of right now, things might change. It might. Who knows? But as of right now, that's where we're doing it. No, I've never tried indoor. I don't. Are you talking to me or someone else? Ooh, a thunderstorm. I miss those. I like a nice thunderstorm. Bonus this says, should I get a longboard or a normal skateboard first as a beginner? Personally, I'm pretty biased. I would never get a longboard. I would only go regular, just because I don't know. I've always been a skateboarder, and that's the only kind of board I would ride. I think they're easier to control too, so I'd go with the normal board as a beginner. Am I a fan of Stephen King? Eh, some of his stuff. Like when he teamed up with George Romero for Creepshow. There's a few of his things. If you ask my dad hates Stephen King. It's funny. My dad does not like Stephen King. Oh, you were asking? Yeah, no, I've never done a spin class or anything. Even if I needed transport and stuff, personally, I would go with a regular skateboard. I feel like they're easier to control, and uh, I mean, for me, if I was like trying to get around and I was on a longboard and there was like a curb, you can't ollie up on a curb on a longboard. On a regular skateboard, like I can do pretty much anything. I can jump up on the curb. I can do all that. So personally, I would say regular skateboard, but I guess it's really all personal preference and how much experience you have on a skateboard. The best Stephen King stuff is in the nonfiction one. I like the Dead Zone. What was the one that I liked? There was the what was it called? I get them mixed up. I don't think that's the one I'm looking at. The Storm of the Century is not Stephen King, is it? Am I getting that mixed up? It's something like that. The Gator Mark Anthony, Skater or Gator University of Florida, the Gators. Yeah, I had Santa Cruz. I had Vision. I had the Vision Psycho Stick. I like the Powell Peralta. I had the Tommy Guerrero board was my first. I really liked the Frankie Hill board that had like a really big tail on it. I mean, I would not ride it today, but no. I had a Chris Miller board. My brother had the Rob Deerdick a long time ago, before he was famous. I've had so many different boards. All right, Holly, have a great night. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, I'll tell you guys. The reason why my dad hates Stephen King was because Stephen King always usually kills the little kid, and my dad didn't like that because I think my dad was watching Cujo, and I was a little kid, and he saw that Stephen King wrote it that a little kid died, and my dad he did not like that because he's like, I have my own little kid, and I wouldn't. He just did not like Stephen King after that. Well, Tony Hawk is like without saying, everybody knows Tony Hawk. Yeah, I've always liked Tony Hawk. I like Tony Hawk's tweets. Does anybody follow his tweets? He's got all these tweets where people like, he'll be going through TSA or something, and they'll see his name and they'll be like Anthony Hawk, kind of like Tony Hawk, and he's like, yep, exactly like Tony Hawk. He's wonder what he's doing these days, and he's like, this is what he's doing. He's like, yeah, okay, and they have no idea he's Tony Hawk. I think those are funny. Guys, chill out. Chill out. You're okay. They're acting like he's out of breath over here. Oh, I can't tell you. I don't want to get no. I don't want to tell you who died in the movies because that's giving everything away on these brand new movies. Cujo D. Wallace, right? D. Wallace, E.T. That was a really good role she had there. I think that's one of the ones she's most proud of too. Ooh, I like the Cat's Eye. Did anybody? What was Storm of the Century one? But I watched all the TV ones too. The Stand, Tommy Knockers. Kelly, congrats on going vegan. Glad to hear that. Um, Glad to hear that my videos helped you. That's awesome. I don't even remember some of them, but yeah, I remember the TV show. And I went and visited Stephen King's house, the area that inspired him to write it, the Great, the Water Tower, all of those, the cemetery. I was in the cemetery where they filmed Pet Cemetery. I did a video on all that stuff. His house was amazing. I don't know if he moved or anything since then, but he had an amazing gate with these dragons, and it just was really cool and spooky. You can't forget The Shining. I like The Shining too. The Devil's Backbone. Never seen that. Oh, we're in an hour. Any other things we want to talk about here before we get going? I did watch a couple of the two sentence horror stories. What did I just recently? I just recently watched the I don't know what it's called, the the murders within the Mormons on Netflix. It's like a 3 episode miniseries. I just watched that. I didn't see Doctor Sleep. Everybody asked me about Doctor Sleep, that I need to watch. I still have to see that. And I think I saw Room 237. There's a lot of different little mini series on Netflix that I like. I loved the Queen's Gambit. I watched it. I loved it. I've always loved chess. I'm pretty good at chess, so I really liked watching that. Ooh, and Salem's Lot. Okay, yeah, I like a lot of Stephen King stuff, I guess. I put peanut butter in his banky thing, and that's what he's doing right now, right under my seat. So if you guys hear like weird noises like that, it's my dog. Yeah, I watched The Vanishing at Cecil Hotel too. Although I already knew about it, I'd already researched it a few years back. But yeah, now I want to go stay there. Okay, The Storm of the Century was Stephen King. Okay, yeah, I liked that. That was pretty cool. What year was Salem's Lot made? I think it was like in the 70s, right? The late 70s or the early 70s. The Crate and Creepshow, yeah, I like The Crate too. And then the one that Stephen King was actually in was the Meteorite one. Do the dogs sleep with? Yeah, they sleep in the same room. I mean, they can wander around, and sometimes Indigo is in the hallway. And 1979. How old was I when I first saw The Exorcist? I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember. I just remember the first horror movie that I really watched was Children of the Corn. And I remember watching The Hand. Not a lot of people remember. Does anybody remember The Hand with Michael Caine? I remember watching that, at least enough of it to like know the scary parts, and to a little kid that was scary, and it's kind of stupid now, but I used to scare the crap out of my brother with The Hand. Pat, don't look, don't move. The Hand, and then I'd run away, and he did not like The Shining. Could have been done better. It was done a little bit differently, I think. Michael Caine's in a lot of movies. He was in like Batman. Wasn't he Alfred? The doctor killed patients and hid them in the walls at the Crescent Hotel. I've been to the Stanley Hotel, which inspired The Shining. My favorite Kubrick film is probably The Shining. Um, yeah, The Shining probably. My dad's favorite is 2001: Space Odyssey. I did like Eyes Wide Shut, but for me, it's probably The Shining. Good night, Carla. Hope you feel better. Yeah, The Hand is so cheesy and old, though. I don't think I saw the original Lolita now. I feel like there's like been a bar set for like horror movies. Like, I think certain older movies back in the day probably wouldn't really scare people in today's expectations. You think Kubrick's original Lolita is the best movie ever made? There's a lot of movies that I'm thinking of choosing from for movie night. But I don't want to do all horror because not everybody's gonna want to stick around for all horror. Yeah, Space Odyssey is that's a pretty awesome movie. I mean, it was way ahead of its time too, for when it was made. When was it made? 68, and just the effects in it are just pretty awesome. The Star Child. I don't think I would. I don't think I. I was actually thinking of Blair Witch earlier today. I was thinking of movies that I could show for movie night, but I think I'm gonna pick I Am Legend because it is technically a horror movie, but it's not. It's really out of horror movies. It's really not scary because I know some people they just won't tune in if it's like a scary movie. But you know, I mean it's in the realm of horror, but the only thing physically was mistake was the liquid in the star scene, Star Wars scene, straw scene. Was it because of gravity? I don't remember. You never saw I Am Legend? I Am Legend's a good movie. I mean, it's wow, it's kind of relevant to what's going on. But anyway, it's it's got Will Smith in it, and it's like a zombie-ish movie, zombie-ish because they're technically not really zombies, but something like that. And it's not really. I don't think it's really scary. It's more like an apocalyptic movie. Yeah, that was a very sad scene. Very powerful scene. Oh yeah, Full Metal Jacket and Apocalypse Now. Getting the light. You like the bun? Wait, what is scary when you don't realize what the premise is? Who the monster really is? The Omega Man. I didn't see that. Um, I don't know. I want to do 28 Days Later too. I wanted to do Shaun of the Dead for the first one because that definitely is not scary. It's very well done zombie apocalyptic movie, but it's got a lot of comedy, a lot of humor in it. That's what I want to watch. The movie Altered States? No, I don't. I thought that was a series, wasn't it? Or is that it's just a movie? I mean, I could do Shaun of the Dead, but I was trying to pick something that I didn't have to like pay for, because I have all these movies that are free, and Shaun of the Dead is one that I got to pay for. Although you know what, I think I have it on DVD, so maybe we'll change the movie to if I can set my DVD player up so you guys can see the stream through my computer. If I can figure that out, then maybe we'll do Shaun of the Dead instead of I Am Legend, but it'll be one of the two, or maybe I'll even find a different one. If I can set up my DVD player, we have a bigger array of movies that we can choose from. My email address, you can find me in the contact form of the YouTube channel or the website, theveganzombie.com. There's a contact me form. I really like Salem's Lot too. You know what we gotta watch? We gotta watch the behind the scenes of Dawn of the Dead, because I usually watch that once a year just for inspiration. It's really cool. The Cecil Hotel, yeah. Yeah, when you see her in that elevator, that's really creepy. Somebody did it. Somebody did it. There's no way she could have done that herself. Francie, I could probably just Google it on YouTube. No, I think I do own Shaun of the Dead. I think I have it. Yeah, her hand gestures were very, very strange. Um, but that's like a true crime that I'd like to talk about. Like, I wanted to do my other channel being a bunch of true crime stuff, since I mean, technically that's what my degree's in. I got a degree in criminal justice, so I don't use the degree, but why not? Like, I've got a bachelor's of science in criminal justice. So true crime is what I've always been interested in. So we could talk about that kind of stuff. I think for that one, it sounds like somebody that worked there or somebody that had access to some of the keys, because she couldn't just, she had to climb up that ladder that was like, that's a really scary ladder on the side of the building. Like, if one false step and you're dead. So the only other way up on the roof would have been the emergency door that would have made a sound if somebody didn't open it with the key. And they've already said the top of the water thing, she wouldn't be able to touch the bottom, so there's no way she could have grabbed it and pull it over and closed it. Like, it didn't make any sense. So somebody put her in there. Scanners. I've seen clips of that when I was a little kid. My friend's brother was watching. That's the one where the dude's head blows up, like the newscaster guy. Or am I thinking of something else? No, nobody's holding the door open. I thought so too, but there's a certain button that you can press that will keep the door open for 2 minutes. And she's on the top floor. She's on the 14th floor, because that's the only one that didn't light up. If you're on that floor, that button won't light up. But they also noticed that 53 seconds were cut from that surveillance footage. So there's something that the police weren't showing us when they put that out there. Oh, Devil. Yeah, that was a good one in the elevator. I mean, there's certain movies where they've been able to do the movie all in one scene, in one location. Devil is one of them. Maybe we should watch that in one of the things. There's a few movies like that. There's Buried with Ryan Reynolds, and then there's Phone Booth. Who was that? Colin Farrell. Those all were like just one location. It's like, how can you make an entire movie, a feature film, with only one location? Like, how do you do that? But they've done it. They did it. It was good. Had to have been very, very low budget. Misery. Sunny. The Night Stalker. Well, they didn't know. I mean, that was back in the 80s. There was so many bad things going on in that hotel. They said like past like the seventh or eighth floor, you didn't even want to go up that far. Um, so yeah, I mean, very likely that nobody even had a clue that. I mean, they knew illegal stuff was happening there. They probably didn't think there was a serial killer there, but Cube one location. It was close to one location. Like the other what was the other one that's very similar? Platform. That was just one, pretty much one location, the whole thing. Will you go sit down? You're fine. Go sit down. Something supernatural. I don't know. I always try to find the science behind things. That was really weird what she was doing. I mean, I don't know. A lot of people have died at that hotel. What's up, Peaceful Vegan? Welcome to the. Oh, Platform was the one. Yeah, welcome to the stream. Platform, yeah. Is that what I said? Platform? Something like that? I still got to see the movie Tenet. Tenet. Oh, I'm excited about Dexter. Yeah, I love Dexter. So I'm excited to see what he's going to be doing. I love the whole concept of it too. I mean, he was like smarter than and Lieutenant Dokes. Crazy. Oh yeah, Dexter's good. Breaking Bad is good. There's there's a good handful of shows that are really 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 good. X Files is still my all time favorite, even though I haven't seen it in a long time. A lot of people didn't like the way Dexter ended. I really liked that last episode. Brought me right in. The whole feel of it, that storm coming over the ocean, like everything about it. It just I liked the last episode. Some people don't like. There's certain like shows that people hated the last episode that I really like Sopranos. I really liked that the last episode. A lot of people hated it. I thought it was perfect. The funniest movie I ever saw, I don't know. When it came out, I really liked Superbad. I thought that was pretty funny. That's what I was thinking of. El Camino, yes. Yeah, I did see that. And I was trying to tell you guys about it in a prior stream, but I couldn't remember the name of it. The El Camino. It's got Jesse. Talladega Nights. Yeah, that was the Ricky Bobby. Ricky Bobby. Chip, I'm coming at you like a spider monkey. Anything Will Ferrell. I like some of Will. I like Elf. Elf is good. Step Brothers. Nobody's here. Shake and Bake. Yeah, that's my brother's nickname at work. He's Ricky Bobby. He says Shake and Bake. You watched the original Night of the Living Dead this last week, and what did you think of it? That's my all-time favorite zombie movie. And I even visited the cemetery where they filmed it. I did a little live stream there. How am I funny? Okay, see. Like funny. Like funny how? How am I funny? Am I here to amuse? Am I a clown? Am I here to amuse you? How am I? You said it. How am I funny? Name the movie. Why is Rachel not posted about plants? I don't know. Like, I don't know. She never wants to do it. I'm like, look, I will take my camera and I will ask you questions and I will film you with your plants and I will post it on my channel. No, I don't feel. She just I keep telling her like, look, we really got to make a plant video. Did I just lose my? I just hold on. I don't know if I can fix this. This might be it, guys. We froze up over here. I don't know. Can you still hear me? Here we go. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. It looks way dull, very dull. I don't know what happened. There we go, a little bit there. Increase the contrast. There we go. Okay, so we're back. We're back, and we're better than ever. I don't know how that happened. I think it's the dogs jumping around and everything, and the cord was like, I'm done. I'm done. Oh, the movie Ted. That was pretty funny. Very vulgar, pretty funny. Yeah, the color in this is, yeah. It doesn't look the same. I don't know why that did that. I try to make it nice looking and then it was very flat. All the colors were very dull and flat. I spent a lot of money on this camera a couple years ago. The temperature here now is dropping, but it was at 64 degrees today. What is it now, you want to know? It is 57. Still pretty, it's still warmer than it's been all winter, so it's still pretty nice. I am serious, and don't call me Shirley. Oh my. Joe Pesci from Goodfellas, yes. The Buffalo 66, that was not the movie, but that is another awesome movie that I try to watch at least once a year. He doesn't say, how am I funny? He says, hold me. Don't touch me. And then he says, okay, look at the camera, act like you're happy. We're going to span time and just act like we're in love and we're going to span time, but don't touch me. We're just going to span time. Okay, ready? Do you want me to waste another $1? Okay, so let's span the time. We're spanning the time. Is this a shifter car? Does this car shift itself? I drive shifter cars. They shift themselves. You ever hear of a Cadillac Eldorado? That's what I drive. I love that movie. I could quote that all day. I swear to God. I'm not going to say that one. Oh my God. It's such a good movie. Buffalo 66. If you haven't seen it, watch it. It's Vincent Gallo and Christina Ricci and Angelica Houston. It's a good movie. No, 11 Dead was a good movie. Thanks for. I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, that's where it all started. 1968, Night of the Living Dead, George Romero, the godfather of zombies. You actually hate Buffalo 66? Oh my god, it was so funny. I love it. Yeah, I mean, movies basically took over this stream. I was trying to do, I wanted to do the guessing game, the celebrity guessing game, the other night when I went to my parents to play a game, and my dad wanted to play Trivia Pursuit instead. So I like that game too. That's like my favorite. So we played that. Trilogy of Terror. Is my furnace turned off right now? My furnace is turned way down so it doesn't come on. Because at night it'll still get really cold. But it's always turned pretty. It. I don't like it too hot. Like I'd rather wear like hoodies and stuff than be too hot. But it can't be too cold because then where we live, pipes will explode and break if it's too frozen. But you asked the wrong questions. Yeah, we were talking about Shaun of the Dead a little bit ago too. We might try to play that tomorrow for movie night. Shaun of the Dead. Shaun of the Dead is an amazing zombie movie. It's if you're afraid of zombie movies, then you want to watch one, I would say. Actually, somebody did ask me. They said they wanted. I forgot who it was. Maybe it was one of you. Said you wanted to try to watch some zombie movies, but you're really afraid. Where would you start? I said Shaun of the Dead. Shaun of the Dead is more of a comedy with like legit zombies, so definitely check it out. And the dad was Victor from Underworld. The Brad Pitt one, Interview with the Vampire, one of my favorite movies. Yeah, I have a bunch of audio clips too from it. I love that movie. Oh, you were guessing what I was saying, but you asked the wrong questions. Sleepaway Camp. Yeah, that's like it's like a classic like movie to hate. Oh, the zombie one with Brad Pitt in it. Yeah, World War Z. Yeah, that's a good one too. I was looking at that earlier today, but it's one of the ones I got to pay for. So I'm gonna try this out with a movie I already have or a movie I have access to for free before I start paying for them. All you can eat 365. You just got here. No problem. We've been talking about movies and we're doing a movie night tomorrow. And before I end the stream, I'll talk a little bit more about that. I never saw Zombieland 2. Zombieland 1 was good. I liked Zombieland 1. But I still haven't seen Zombieland 2. And what's the other one? The Dead Don't Die. I haven't seen that either. Your heat has been on full blast. I couldn't do that. When I lived in New York City, that's how the heat was in the apartments. It was one of those pipes that was always turned on. So even in the dead of winter, did you say dead? Um, I had my window wide open, snow and everything. It didn't matter. That heater was too hot for me. Do I eat popcorn while watching a movie? No, no. I haven't had popcorn in a really long time. I tried to make it. I tried to make popcorn a couple weeks ago because I actually saw Happiest Vegan on Earth have popcorn at Disney, and I was like, you know what? That looks good. I kind of want to make some. So I tried to make some popcorn, and it didn't work, and it burned my pan, and I still can't get the burn marks off of my pan, my pot. So that was a fail. Popcorn fail. My mom would always make popcorn. Popcorn was never like my favorite, but I wanna make some popcorn with like some nooch and different spices and stuff like that. Not your just normal buttery popcorn. Recorded live, the film reel tape that eats people. No, I don't think I remember that. Do I watch a movie if I show up late? Um, I'm not sure what you're talking about. All right, well, why don't I conclude the. See, all I have to do is use that tone of voice, and my dog gets up like breathing down my neck over here. Like you would. I mean, if I wasn't doing a live, he'd be fine. But right now, he's like acting like the world is ending that I'm on this. I literally fed him and let him out directly before I did this live stream. He should be any other time he'd be fine for hours and hours and hours. But right now, he's being a little drama dog. Drama dog. Okay, so tomorrow we're doing the movie night in the Discord. In order to be eligible to do that, you have to be either on the $5 tier for the Patreon supporter on my Patreon, which the link's below. If you are one of those, you automatically can link up your account to my Discord. The Discord is linked here. I think Linda's been posting it, but the Discord is um, in the video description of this video. It's in my latest video too over in the Vegan Zombie channel. You can check that out. Also, if you are a subscriber of mine on Twitch, you are eligible to do the movie night. If you're not either one, but you just happen to have Amazon Prime, then Amazon Prime gives you one free subscription per month over on Twitch. So if you do have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe to me free of charge for you, but it will support my channel over on Twitch. You can do that and renew it each month. Won't charge you. It's a free subscription. And then you can link your account up there. I think Rebalancer was telling you how to do that here. The directions are over here too on my Discord. And then there's a subscribers only chat room. We will be going in there. I will be streaming a movie tomorrow night, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and I will be doing commentary as we do it. So, and there's like a little chat room so we can all chat about it. And I'm still trying to figure out what movie I want to do. If I can get Shaun of the Dead working, we'll probably do Shaun of the Dead. Maybe that or I Am Legend, one of those. I want to start out with a zombie movie. Not all of my movies will be zombies. Sometimes maybe we'll do a comedy. We'll do an 80s movie. Just something like that. So go check it out. Linda just linked the Twitch stream. If you do have Amazon Prime, again, you can just subscribe to my Twitch right there, free. If you have any questions, I think, Rebalancer, did you put the directions in the Discord somewhere where people can figure out how to do that? Anyway, if you have any questions, just you can just ask over in the Discord. And can somebody, let me just link if somebody didn't link it yet. You can find the Discord again below, but let me just link it here. Copy. This is the Discord right there. So that's the Discord. If you have any questions, just post in there. Somebody will be able to help you. Link your accounts. The more people, the better. I'd like to have the chat room full of people that are watching a movie with me tomorrow. and then we can vote on movies from there on. I was thinking about maybe doing a series also, maybe like season 1 of The Walking Dead. Maybe we could watch 1 or 2 episodes per week, something like that. Those episodes are only 45 minutes, so I don't want to spend too much. I don't want to watch like 2-3 hour movies in there, but something like an hour and a half, something like that. So we're gonna try it out. This will be the first time doing it tomorrow, and I'll be able to stream my screen for each of you to watch the movie. Yes, tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, we will have a movie. Still trying to figure out what movie that's going to be, but we will be doing a movie tomorrow night, Thursday, 7 Eastern Standard Time. Broccoli. What's up, Broccoli? So, yeah, we're almost at the end here. We're almost at the end of the stream. Let's see. Hi. We already got a couple new people. Just saying hi to them. All right. So, yeah, this should be fun. Movie night where we can all chill and watch a movie. All right, guys. I think that's it. If you have any other questions, just feel free. Your mom said my camel hat is just a ruse. As in what? Yeah, just feel free to ask over in the Discord. This hat I was supposed to get embroidery on it. The vegan zombie or zombie crew. Oh, also, if you haven't seen my new video on the vegan zombie channel, go check that out. Just posted that one today. So we have to be connected to Discord and Twitch at the same time tomorrow. Yes. I mean, I have the power to drag you into the chat room, but you can't see the chat room unless you are verified either Twitch or Patreon. And then that'll give you the option to link your account. It'll give you, I mean, it's kind of complicated. So but yeah, it does work. It'll give you a role, and then that role that you have will give you special permission into that channel. And then that channel is the channel that we will be chatting and streaming the movie in. So we'll figure that out. And I haven't done it yet, so Bronze wants to know how to link the Patreon. Yeah, Rebalancer can probably help you with that because she helped me figure that out in the first place. If you can post the directions somewhere, I think we already posted it in one of these chat rooms, but we'll get to you guys and show you how to do that for sure. Yes, like Rebalancer just said, your role is the key to the private chat room. So I'm not a hunter. Yeah, and I'm trying to, just because it's camo doesn't mean hunter, you know? And I'm trying to, my whole thing with the camo, and I've always worn camo since I was a little kid. And what I want to do is I want to bring vegan into the camo, and I want people to know vegan. And if I have a vegan hat on that's camo, and maybe I do see a hunter, and then they look at me twice, and then that right there, that's a conversation right there. That's a talking piece. So yeah, camo doesn't mean hunter. And I'm trying to take it back so people know that, yeah, camo is for, vegans and whoever. But yeah, it's a talking piece. It's a conversation starter. So yeah, that's why I've got a bunch of, I got camo shirts, everything. So, and I love it. So let's take that back from the hunter. Let's get the, yeah. Yes, Rebalancer is in the Discord right now, so she's giving directions on how to do that. So all of that information will be ready for you. So yeah, so it should be fun. Movie nights going forward. Hopefully, we get a bunch of people that want to get involved in that, and we can do other things too. We can have private chats about movies, or whatever. These ones are exclusive. These ones aren't exclusive. These are chats for everybody, and we talk about a whole bunch of different things. So, and obviously, we're not watching movies here because YouTube would not allow me to do that. But I can do it over on Discord. What would I say to the hunter? I would just bring up veganism. I would say, no, this is vegan. This is a vegan hat. I'm vegan. And then I would probably have a conversation with the hunter about veganism. What are my thoughts on the vegan teacher? On the she got banned from TikTok? Well, I don't agree with the way she's teaching on honestly. I think more people are being turned off from veganism by the way she's going about it. But the fact that she got banned from TikTok is absurd. I mean, she did nothing to get banned. People signed a petition to basically take away her right to her First Amendment. Uh, just freedom of speech, just saying what she wanted to say. She didn't break any guidelines. People just didn't like her. Uh, and I understand why people don't like her, but she didn't do anything wrong. So I don't think she should have been banned. That's messed up. Even if they did have a petition, that's messed up. I mean, that's what I gathered. That's what happened, but I don't follow her. I don't know exactly. I mean, if I'm wrong there, I don't really know too much about her. I've seen several of her videos, and it's just not the way. I mean, everybody's got their own way to promote veganism. Like that's her way. That's more power to her. That's not the way I would do it. That's not the way I do it. I'm for certain reason I don't do it that way. All right, guys. I'm just trying to look over on the Discord, and Rebalancer is doing a good job of showing people how to get that done, and I'm just trying to convey that to you guys. But I think if you need any more help with that, just go right over to the Discord. We posted it, so you're free. Anybody's free to join the Discord. The Discord is free to join. It's the certain channel for the movie night that you need to be a subscriber. So that's it for tonight. Thank you all for hanging out with me for the past hour and 49 minutes. I had fun. We'll do this again soon, and hopefully we'll see a good amount of you tomorrow in the movie chat room. Until then, stay safe, watch out for zombies, and I'll see you guys next time. Probably won't be wearing my camo hat next time because I wore it today.